wall, the dust had settled back over Dustwater, but this time it didn't bring no quiet, just pure joy. Them cowboys and town folks sat at tables together, playin' cards and passin' round bottles of whiskey and spinnin' yarns all night long. The saloon was a-groanin' with belly laughs, and the old piano had come to life in a way it hadn't in a coon's age. Clara Penrose, with her hat pulled down just so and her eyes sharp as a tack, had took notice of a young feller named Charlie, a cowboy with hands all burnt by the sun and eyes clear as a mountain crick. He didn't say much, but every word he spoke seemed to carry some weight. Charlie was a hard worker, sure enough. He'd done impressed old Silas McGraw all along the Chisholm Trail, and his reward for that had been a generous one. The cattleman had paid him a full $100 for his steady effort. That was a mighty handsome sum for them days. But for all his money, Charlie didn't go throwing it around like his partners. He preferred to sit quiet and sip his whiskey at a table kinda hid away. He didn't cotton to standin' out in a crowd, and that there particular fact plumb set Clara Penrose to wonderin'. Her first thought was maybe the feller was hidin' something. Maybe he had a past he didn't want folks noticin'. So she took to talkin' to him, tryin' to get him to spill his guts. She asked the other cowboys about him. Nobody had a single lick of detail. Charlie worked hard, ate alone, and didn't sleep much. That was all anybody knowed. Clara swallowed her pride and asked the mystery man, Charlie, to dance. Between a few twirls and some stolen glances, she felt that old heart of hers, which had been hard as iron, start to beat a bit quicker. The next day, the cattle herd was loaded on the train and the dust settled down again. McGraw paid the folks of Dustwater who'd helped, and the other cowboys went back to Texas. But Charlie, he stayed. Without so much as a reason, without another word. Now what? Clara asked him, leaning on her hotel door. Reckon I done found a place to hang my spurs, he answered with a mischievous grin. The townsfolk saw that and didn't waste no time. Without a sheriff, and with a brave young cowboy settled in right next to Clara, the town decided Charlie was to be the new sheriff. The church bells rang, hats flew up in the air, and the news rung out in the dusty streets. We got a new sheriff! But where there's a celebration, there's always gossip. Clara's gone and put a spell on him so we don't have to go without a sheriff. Nah, he just got the star on account of him sleepin' at the Penrose Hotel. Well, what's it matter? Leastways he's better lookin' than the last one. A granny giggled from her front porch. Clara listened to all the talk with one eyebrow raised.